Welcome back, students. In continuation with our last discussion regarding the detectors that are used in gas chromatography, we have seen some detectors which are universal in nature. We have seen detectors which are selective in nature. I hope you remember what are the different detectors that are selectively used in analysis in gas chromatography. I hope for a while you can take a breath and just think what are different detectors which we have studied last time which are selective in nature. If I ask you which detector is used in analyzing the polychlorinated biphenyls, I hope everybody's mind you are getting the answer that electron capture detector. Very good. So we have seen other detectors also which are selective in nature like nitrogen and phosphorus detectors or the flame photometric detector or electrolytic conductivity cell detector. In continuation with these detectors, now we will move towards the next important detector, that is atomic emission detector. So atomic emission detector is, we can say it is an universal detector. It is available commercially. Now how this atomic emission detector works? In this, the eluent is introduced into a microwave energized helium plasma that is coupled to a diode array optical emission spectrometer. This can be well explained in this diagram. You can see this. So anything that is exiting the column, so column exit, it is entering the plasma. Now this is the helium plasma. Now plasma is admixture of the atoms, molecules, ions of helium which is produced with the help of spark or with the help of electrical energy. Now this plasma is kept at a very high temperature. Anything that is coming out of the column is entering this plasma and there it is getting atomized. That means the column effluent is converted into its respective atoms in this plasma. So consider the condition where only reagent gas is coming out of the column. So only the reagent gas will be ionized in the plasma or atomized in the plasma, and you will get a steady signal into the atomic emission detector. Anything which comes out of the column in the form of an analyte, it enters this plasma, converted into atoms. Now these atoms, they get energy from this plasma and goes to excited state. So there is atomic excitation taking place. Now these excited atoms, when come back to the ground state, they emit certain radiations. Now this is nothing but the atomic emission phenomena. Now we are measuring the emission wavelengths of different atoms in case of atomic emission detector. So from plasma, the atom which is excited by taking up energy from the plasma and comes back to ground state, it emits the characteristic emissions, and these are detected with the help of this photodiode array or a positionable diode array. So if something is hitting at say 480 nanometers, we can say that it is bromine or chlorine, or it is 656 nanometers like hydrogen, deuterium, 690 nanometers for fluorine, 748 nanometers for nitrogen. So depending on the diffraction pattern, depending upon the atomic emission wavelengths, we can conclude what type of atomic composition the compounds have. So in case of atomic emission detector, this plasma which is efficiently energetic, it atomizes all the elements in the sample and excite to their characteristic atomic emission spectra. So here in case of atomic emission detector, specifically the output is in the form of atomic emission spectra. So along with the separation, we are also coming to know about the composition of the analyte molecule. So this is the best advantage of atomic emission detector. Obviously it is destructive of sample. The next universal and widely applicable detection system is mass spectrometric detector or MS detection system. You might have heard commonly about an hyphenated technique known as GCMS, where gas chromatography is hyphenated or is combined with the mass spectrometry. The mass spectrometry itself is a wide spectroscopic technique and it has its own area of application. So mass spectrometry is principally used in determining the molecular weight of a compound. Now how the mass spectrometric detector works. Here we can find a simple block diagram to depict a simple mechanism in a simpler way how the mass spectrometer detector works. So the sample which is coming out of the column is entering the first chamber of the mass spectrometric detector known as ionization chamber, where we have different sources of ionizations available. Principally in case of gas chromatography, the important ionization technique used is the chemical ionization technique, where we are using the reagent gas mixed with the sample molecule and then these are heated, these are ionized with the help of these reagent gas. So the first step in mass detection is the ionization and it happens in ion source. So in ion source the ions are produced. These ions are further carried over to the next part of the mass detection system, that is mass analyzer. Now this is heart of the mass spectrometric detector system. All the sensitivity of mass detector and what will be the output of the mass detection system totally depends on the efficiency of this component of the mass detector, that is mass analyzer. Now what is the function of mass analyzer? Mass analyzer separates the ions based on their mass to charge ratio. So once the ions are produced in ion source, these are going to be separated according to their mass to charge ratio in mass analyzer. Once they are separated, one by one these ions got collected at the detection system, which is the Faraday cup or the electrometer tube. These ions got detected and the final output of a mass detector is in the form of a mass spectrum. Now mass spectrum is nothing but simply a plot or a graph of relative abundance versus mass to charge ratio. So on x-axis we have mass to charge, on y-axis we have relative abundance or relative concentration. Now this gives us idea about molecular weight of a compound. It also gives us idea about different fragmentation pattern, and with the help of general fragmentation rules, with the help of the available database, we can go for determining the structure of a component, again with the help of other certain important spectroscopic techniques. So in mass detector, it uses the difference in mass to charge ratio of ionized atoms or molecules to separate them from each other. This happens in mass analyzer. And molecules that have distinctive fragmentation patterns provide the structural information to identify structural components. So the general operation of a mass spectrometer is, as I said, creating the gas phase ions, that is ionization, separating the ions in space or time based on their mass to charge ratio. This happens in mass analyzer. And measuring the quantity of ions of each mass to charge ratio. This happens with the detection system. So typically the gas chromatography hyphenated with mass detector looks like this. So we have the carrier gas inlet injection port, These are spiral gas chromatographic columns where the separation is taking place. This is the oven in which this whole system is placed. So this is the column effluent. This is the transfer line. So here we have ionization region. Here the source is electron impact ionization. So we have high energy electrons that are bombarded into the space where the column effluent is present. It is responsible for ionization of the column effluent. These are the repeller plates or the focusing lenses where the ions which are generated here are sucked into the mass analyzer region. So we have different mass analyzers which operates on different mechanisms. One of the most important mass analyzer used is quadrupole mass analyzer, where the separation of ions takes place. The another kind of mass analyzers that are used in mass spectrometric detection system are time of flight mass analyzer, single focusing mass analyzer, and double focusing mass analyzer. So GC is hyphenated with this mass spectrometer. So mass spectrometer here is acting as a powerful and sensitive detection system, and moreover this is the universal detection system. So anything that can be ionized can be analyzed by mass spectrometry detector. So whatever ions are collected, so with the help of electron multiplier the signals are amplified and then the signal is integrated and displayed by the data system. So what ultimately we are going to get is the mass spectrum of the separated component. So along with the separation, we are also going to get some structural information of the separated analytes. So mass spectrometry detector here is an important, useful, sensitive detector system that can be successfully combined with gas chromatography for efficient detection and the determination of molecular mass. So that's all about the detectors that are used in gas chromatography. Thank you so much.